Season 9, Episode 5, back in the National League North after one season in the National League and being relegated. Things are looking up, and the latest thing is transfer news. Let's just have a look at this one. On the go, Jordan Westwood, 19-year-old, on loan from Oldham. He's yet to agree. We've agreed 0 wages with Oldham, but it depends whether he wants to come to us. And it's a bit of a punt, really. We've got no scouting at all. It was just in the news section that we were interested in him, so I had a look at him. If we look at what he's done so far, we'll see why I'm taking a chance. Last season, 2 games, 6.65, but this season he's played 3 National League games and scored 3 goals, 7.13 average rating. Can't really see why they're wanting to get rid of him unless they're cup games. If we look at that, no, 3 in the league, 3 goals. Looks good. If he can score 3 goals in 3 games in the National League, is good enough for me. And we need to get a forward in because we have made a sale and we've got some money in. Jaden Wareham has gone to Gloucester, 8,000, rising to 10,000. He is our record transfer out. And if we look at his record, he never really did it for us. He's got some crucial penalties, but overall, 49 games, 10 goals, 3 appearances off the bench this season. A lot of those 10 goals will have been penalties as well. He's a good penalty taker, but he didn't really reproduce the form that he had with Guiseley, 41 goals in 92 games in the previous 2 seasons. So Jaden Wareham departs, wasn't playing this season. As I say, his attitude wasn't right. Hopefully we'll get in that young player and he will score us some goals. If we look at what we've been doing since then, it's been pretty mixed. We've had problems regarding injuries, but here are the games we've played since we went down. 1-0 to Swindon. Our next game was at home to AFC Telford. I think they were second when we played them, and it was a 2-1 win. Douglas scoring for them after 23 minutes, but we came back towards the end of the game. We're doing better towards the end of the game. We're seeing these games through. Baker Richardson on a sub made it 1-1 on 83, and fellow sub Jamie McGee providing the cross for that one. Then on 85, Hinchy as defensive midfielder scored from Donaghy's assist, and we saw the game out for a 2-1 win. 2 goals in the last 7 minutes plus added, and a really, really good performance. 13 corners to our 1 they had. Fairly good defensive performance. Not going that well in the marks. Sam 6.7, Softly 6.8. Barrett 6.7, Favell 6.6. He's been making some mistakes. Tate 6.4. He came off and McGee came on and created the assist for that first goal. Donaghy playing well as usual. We then went to Southport and again we scored latish on in the game. A comeback. We were 2-0 down. Marjoram after 14, a lot of yellow cards. Bridge on 64 made it 2-0. Donaghy from Baker Richardson's assist, and then Ngoy getting the equaliser on 73 from Hinchy. Hinchy's been playing well in that defensive midfielder role. Fielding being out injured, and Hinchy has played well. All attacking players getting the green marks there, with Donaghy the man of the match at 7.7. Trusty has gone into a bit of a bad run of form, 6.1. He was withdrawn. Salberg came on and played on that left side and did alright at 6.7. So again, we went 2 up front towards the end of the game, sacrificing the midfield. We've used this staggered 2, and that seems to do okay, especially towards the end of the games. The next one was again against a top team in Gateshead. They're in the playoff positions, 5th. Went down by the odd goal in 7. Thrilling game, this one. We played 2 up front in this one to start with. We went 2-0 down early on, 20 and 23 minutes. And then we came back, we were leading 3-2. Baker Richardson, a double from Ngoy and Trusty's assists. And we played slightly different. We played 3 at the back. I wanted to play 3-1-4-2, but Trusty can't play in this midfield role that Ngoy's operating in on the right side. So we had to sort of stagger him and put him up front. We do have some good form in this formation. If we can get somebody on the left side, I've started training Trusty to come back and play in that role. We scored goals, but we conceded them, and as you can see, Favell 5.8 in this game. He was mainly the cause, although Softly didn't have a good game either. Hinchy again showing well, coming on a sub. We brought Lorch on. He did well, our young Austrian under 21 with a goal on 49 minutes to give us a lead. But then 2 goals, one from Johnson to make it 3-3, and then the winning goal from Jones, goal and assist. Johnson 7.9 and Jones 2 goals. Good team, Gateshead. It was a good performance for an away game, certainly good one for the fans anyway. The next game was the FA Trophy game, second round, where we played Biggleswade at home, and we rotated the team in this one. To be honest, Biggleswade played quite well. Flavel again 6.5, not playing well. We played McGee at left centre back and Mensah came in. Mensah not doing it again. Played the full game mainly because didn't have anybody else on the bench really to come on for him. So what we did, we brought Fielding on for Tate, who was tiring, and pushed McGee back out to left back later on in the game. Donaghy, man of the match, 2 goals and an assist. 8th minute, Biggleswade took the lead. 18 minutes, Lorch provided for Donaghy to make it 1-1. 59 minutes, they again took the lead. And then we hit back with 3 late goals. Probably the greater fitness over Biggleswade showing. 67 minutes, Barrett with a tap-in. Donaghy again from Lorch made it 3-2. And 90+4 sub, Zach Scott scored his first goal for the club. Donaghy's assist. Zach Scott, McGee, Lorch, youngsters all playing well in this game. Fielding came on as well, 7.1. He's only fit for 45 minutes. But Zach Scott, he only came on in the 82nd minute and he seems to be getting lots of chances, whether it's him or whether the opposition were tiring. But he could have had a hat-trick really. He missed some chances, but he eventually got one in the 4th minute of added time. So we're into the next round of the FA Trophy, and we will be playing Lowestoft at home in our league. Today we've got Hereford, 18th they are. We are in 13th position, so 1 above the media prediction with 24 points, 6 wins, 6 draws, 6 defeats. 12 points away from the playoffs, 11 points away from Blythe in the relegation zone. The definition of mid-table there. So let's see how we're lining up today against 18th place Hereford. 15 points they have, 9 points fewer than us, and it's a game we should be winning. So we're going with the usual formation, the 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. We've got injuries. Tom McCauley obviously out. He's got 6 days to 2 weeks. And the other injury we got was Jordan Fura, 10 days and 3 weeks. He had a twisted ankle. Suffered during the 3-4 defeat by Gateshead. Our best player at 4.5 stars is Jordan Fura. No interest yet from any teams regarding a transfer. Wareham has gone out, so transfers are now happening in lower leagues, whereas they didn't before. It's Flavel in goals, of course, our only experienced keeper. Barrett at right back, McGee, a wing back defender. Partnership of Sams and Softly that majority of the time has done well. Harding is the anchor in midfield. Hinchy and Greenwell, the 2 in front. And our regular forward partnership of, on the left, Trusty as an inside forward and Goy as a right winger. And pressing forward, Donaghy up front, our top scorer. On the bench then, we've got Tate, Fielding, as I said, who's only fit for 45 minutes. Solberg, Zach Scott has earned his place, and Baker Richardson. So it's an attacking bench. Sam Fielding is covering central defence and midfield positions. So let's get into this one then. Hopefully another win and get up towards those playoff positions. So the pre-match team talk. Tom Sams is motivated. He's the skipper today in the absence of McCauley and Fielding. He's motivated to start with. Solberg on the bench is focused. So what we're going to say, I want you to pick up where you left off last time. Point the finger. And that's motivated and inspired Greenwell, McGee, Flavel. Yeah, we need a decent performance out of you today, Kieran. So let's get into the match preview. See how Hereford will line up. Let's hope it's not the dreaded 4-4-2. I did try in one of the games, I can't remember which one it was, of matching up with a 4-4-2. It is a 4-4-2. And that didn't seem to make any difference either. So let's kick off then. We are the favourites, being the high-placed team and also being at home. But there's not much in it. We're 6-4 and they are 13-8. And we have both teams playing in white due to our setup here, which we've detailed before. We are with the green socks. That's only the usual way you can work it out. Stewart heads out, but Greenwell picks up in the box, plays it all the way back to Harding. Hinchy into Trusty, and Donaghy is there, the man on the spot. Donaghy, 9th minute. We have the lead as it's not throwing it down, it's just raining slightly. But Donaghy makes it 1-0, and good play there in the box. Played it all the way back to Harding, but Hinchy, Trusty with the through ball to Donaghy, and he stood on the penalty spot there and just strokes it in. 1-0. Good start. We don't want to see it wasn't offside, so we're not interested. They're going straight from the kick-off. Another highlight. Is it going to be straight back for Hereford? They are playing in all white. We have the green epaulets on the shirts and the green socks, so you can just about tell us they've got a stripe down the side of the shorts as well, if you look closely. Vaughan into the box, softly clears it out though, and is that the highlight? No, they're coming again. Keep them out. Stewart, Pellin. We seem to be sitting back here. There's McGee, but heads it straight to their player. I can't understand that, why players with nobody around them and they just head it. The defending in the game animation is poor. There's Vaughan on his own, not marking him there, and he equalises straight away in the same highlight as the kick-off, and it's 1-1. Early goals then. Oh, it's been chalked out. I didn't see that until I just saw the red ball on there. It was offside. I thought it was all on his own. Good play, lads. Got him offside there. No wonder you weren't marking him. And we've moved up to 11th position at the moment. Guiseley are losing as well. That's great stuff. On the form recently, they have won 2 and lost 3 of their last 5. We've won 2, drawn 1 and lost 2, and the rest of the half is skipping away. Hereford 2 shots, nothing on target, so we're keeping them quiet, and it's a 1-0 lead at half time, but nothing much in the game. Could be a vital team talk, this one, so let's get in there. Things are going well, but we know we're capable of even better. Yeah, I'll agree with that. We're agreeing with Gianluca, so let's point finger and say that. And that's had no effect whatsoever. Tom Sams is pleased. Nobody playing really badly. Lowest mark being Harding at 6.5. So let's get into the second half. And it's a corner. And Goy taking this one in the first minute of the second half. Plays it in. And McGee just over. Getting up. Using his height. He's a good player for 16 years old. He's Jamie McGee. And I don't know. I'm half thinking about using him as a centre-back. He played well in that cup game, but it's different, and he's mentioning McGee's just got a yellow card. Let's go positive. Watch them score now. We are slightly on top with the momentum, but not fantastic. Jamie McGee has given everything. Let's have a look for some subs then. 73 minutes gone. Hinchy 6.6. He's been playing better recently. Harding 6.6. Let's get Fielding on. So we're going to play Fielding instead of Harding, put him in his deep line playmaker role. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring Zach Scott on, see if he gets as many chances as he did previously. So we swap those 2 around. Make Donaghy the pressing forward that he's best at. Zach Scott, I'm going to play him as a target forward on support, so hopefully he'll create some chances for Donaghy. But as I say, in that cup game, he certainly got plenty of chances himself. 2 changes then. Fielding and Zach Scott for Harding and Hinchy with 20 or so minutes to go. And we've gone positive. They haven't had 2 shots on target, but we need this second goal, as you do in all games when you're leading 1-0. And Goy does that lots of times. He just taps the ball forward to give them possession. I wish they wouldn't do that. Can they not invent tackling in Football Manager? McGee cuts that one out, gives it to Trusty, who gives it away. We've given it back to them. McGee's hard work gone to waste there by Trusty. Chuck Wooma back to Pellin. I'm seeing this. They're going to get an equaliser here. Sams heads that one out. Greenwell, McGee on a yellow card, plays it forward to Scott. Scott holds it to Donaghy. Donaghy through the middle, but tackle there. Scott picks it up though. Back to Donaghy again. Shoots and he scores. What a partnership these two have got. Scott creating. There's a big case for Scott starting games. We've taking the risk with McGee and it's paying off. Donaghy tackle there, but Scott picks it up again. Great pass to Donaghy, knocks it on. Keeper dives, so dive before he shot then. It's 2-0 and that should be game over, you would think. So can we make another change? It's saying McGee. Our defenders keep losing. Vaughan, tell Sams to mark Vaughan. Hereford formation, yep, go on then, we'll do that one. And let's see how bad McGee is. Poor, no, I think he's okay. Look at all these forwards, look, in the green. We're going to keep it as it is for a little while. Don't want to make changes for the sake of it. And 8 minutes plus added time to go. Let's have a shout. We haven't had a shout at all. Let's demand more. And it's a corner to Hereford. Chuck Wooma and Flavel's on a run. Oh, well picked out, Kieran. That's more like the form we want to see. He's got a 6.9 so far. He may move up to 7 with that catch. Who knows how these markings go on. It's Donaghy going away in his usual position down the right. Like he's a winger when all's said and done. And Goy going past his man. And is it going to be a late goal again like we've been getting? Crosses in. Trust is up there, but misses that. Greenwell heads again and headed out. We're playing head tennis here. It's all over the place. Fielding picks up the ball in midfield, but plays it straight to Payne, their player. Poor ball from Fielding. Is a bit rusty. He's not been playing recently due to injury, and they're going to get one back, aren't they? Definitely. No, not those shots like that. They're not. We're in the 2nd minute of added time, and that is it. A good 2-0 win. And as expected, we beat Hereford. And that should move us up the table. Ricky Donaghy, of course, 2 goals, is the man of the match at 8.7. But Scott coming on again and playing well. Forward-wise, we're not looking too bad. And defensively, clean sheet. So only the 2 players that were taken off at 6.6. So a really good performance from us there. Let's have a look how Hereford played. Not too well. Lots of low marks for them. And no subs. Anyway, we can only beat what's put in front of us. XG 1.21 against 0.5, so we didn't give much away. That will boost Flavel's confidence. 7.4 and a clean sheet. We've moved up to 12th, 27 points from 19, 7 points outside the playoff, and 6 behind Guiseley, although we've played a game more. A really professional performance was that. So where we're going to come back for the next one. So we've got Rushall there near the bottom, 18th. So an away game, that should be another 3 points. But we've won 2 games in a row. We've only lost 1 in our last 5, including Cup. We've got a good run of fixtures coming up. Kettering a 7th there in the playoffs. Yeah, let's leave the Cup unless we get to the later stages. Lowestoft at home, we should be winning that one. I don't want to show too many home games where we're expected to win. We're going to come back for the 28th of December, Kettering away. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give me a like, subscribe if you've not already done so. Any comments, pleased to hear from you. That's all for now then. Dave Dog here at Bradford Park Avenue. Goodbye for now.